While assembling a house's central plumbing, Bob clears a blocked pipe by blowing into it, resulting in a sound that Muck has never heard before. Inspired by this, Bob thinks he can fashion a trumpet out of some of the piping and explains it to Muck on the way to the yard, where Wendy is struggling to think of a housewarming gift for her friends. However, when Bob makes his trumpet and starts playing it, Rolly is the only one enthused, whereas the rest of the team find the unconventional noise unbearable. That night, the machines are kept up by Bob's incessant trumpet playing. Lofty almost proposes expressing their feelings, but walks it back out of not wanting to upset Bob. Rolly thinks the others need not to be so harsh about Bob blowing up a storm. Dizzy suggests the trumpet is what needs blowing up, and Muck and Scoop agree that they cannot fix it in the instant. Once Bob finally quiets down, the machines are relieved, except Rolly, who had been enjoying the performance. The next morning, Rolly wonders why he is the only one who slept well, while Dizzy suggests that Bob will be too tired to play his trumpet so soon. However, her hopes are dashed when Bob exits his house already trumpeting. Scoop almost voices his opinion, but trails off after Bob expresses pride in his creation. As Bob prepares to leave with Muck, Scoop encourages Lofty to hide the trumpet. Lofty licks it up and places it next to Bird atop Muck and Dizzy's shelter, but Bird nudges it off. Muck sees this and rushes to catch the trumpet, causing Bob to ask about the noise, which Muck passes off as early morning clanks. Bob accepts this, but tells Muck that they must go finish the central heating job, so Muck deposits the trumpet into Dizzy's barrel. However, Bob tells Dizzy he needs her on the job as well. As Dizzy mixes cement at the site, she isn't sure what to do. When Bob asks her to fill a bucket with cement, Dizzy reluctantly pours out the contents of her barrel. Bob is surprised to see his trumpet fall out, but Muck and Dizzy feign ignorance, and Bob thinks cleaning will be an easy job anyway, which Muck and Dizzy aren't too pleased to hear. Once Bob cleans his trumpet in his workshop, he sets it on the ground and calls Rolly over to help him. As Rolly rolls towards him, Bob hears an odd noise in Rolly's direction. Rolly backs up and apologetically realizes he has run over Bob's trumpet. Bob admits he shouldn't have left it on the ground, and that blowing was beginning to make his cheeks sore. When Bob picks up the remains, Wendy notes that the sound they make resembles that of wind chimes, which she can use as a housewarming gift. Bob is proud to have made a set of wind chimes, despite thinking that he had made a trumpet which Scoop, Muck, and Dizzy instantly play along with. Only Rolly is disappointed. That night, Bob and Pilchard are watching a television when Bob changes the channel to a brass band, much to his joy and Pilchard's displeasure. Bob excitedly turns the volume up, leaving all the machines groaning at being kept up yet again, except, of course, Rolly, who sings along.